Hello, dear listeners, and welcome back to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary Channel. I'm Sammy, your host. Today, we're diving into The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason, first published in 1926. This timeless classic offers financial wisdom through a series of parables set in ancient Babylon. The lessons in this book are as relevant today as they were nearly a century ago, providing simple yet profound advice on wealth building and financial management. Let's explore the key concepts and stories so you'll feel like you've read it cover to cover. The Richest Man in Babylon begins by introducing us to Arkad, the wealthiest man in the city. His journey to wealth wasn't a result of luck or inheritance, but rather through learning and applying timeless financial principles. Arkad's story unfolds when two of his childhood friends, Bansir and Kabi, approach him for advice on how to escape their perpetual struggle with money. Despite working hard all their lives, they have little to show for it, so they seek the secrets that made Arkad so wealthy. Arkad's first piece of advice to his friends is simple yet powerful. Pay yourself first. He explains that a portion of all you earn should be saved and invested before spending any money on living expenses or luxuries. Arkad suggests that setting aside at least 10% of your income is the first step to building wealth. By consistently saving and investing this portion, you ensure that you are accumulating assets that can grow over time. This principle is foundational to wealth building, as it ensures that wealth begins to accumulate even when one's income is modest. Living below your means is another crucial lesson Arkad imparts. He advises his friends to control their expenses by distinguishing between needs and wants. By practicing discipline in spending, they can avoid unnecessary debt and increase their savings. This approach to frugality is key to financial stability, as it allows for greater savings without sacrificing security. Arkad emphasizes that wealth is not about how much you earn, but how much you keep and invest. Arkad also stresses the importance of making your money work for you. He introduces the idea that money should be invested wisely to generate income over time, what he refers to as making your gold multiply. This means finding safe and profitable investments, such as lending money or investing in businesses that promise reasonable returns. However, Arkad cautions against chasing schemes that seem too good to be true, as they often lead to loss rather than gain. As Arkad shares his wisdom, he introduces his friends to the 5 laws of gold, which are guiding principles for financial success. The first law states that gold comes gladly and in increasing quantity to anyone who saves at least 1/10 of their earnings to create an estate for their future. The second law reminds us that gold works diligently and contentedly for the wise owner who finds profitable employment for it. The third law teaches that gold clings to the protection of the cautious owner who invests it under the advice of wise people. The fourth law warns that gold slips away from those who invest it in businesses or purposes with which they are not familiar or which are not approved by those skilled in its care. Finally, the fifth law of gold cautions that it flees from the person who would force it to impossible earnings or who follows the alluring advice of tricksters and schemers. These 5 laws of gold encapsulate the book's central message. Building wealth requires discipline, wise investment, and the avoidance of reckless ventures. Arkad's teachings encourage a long-term perspective where patience and prudence are rewarded with financial security and growth. Another powerful story in the book is that of Bansir, a man who finds himself deeply in debt due to living beyond his means. Through determination and the application of Arkad's principles, Bansir is able to repay his debts and rebuild his financial life. His journey serves as a reminder that financial redemption is possible through disciplined effort and adherence to sound financial principles. As the book draws to a close, Arkad's teachings emphasize that anyone, regardless of their starting point, can achieve financial success by following these timeless principles. The wisdom of the richest man in Babylon is not about quick riches or speculative gains, but about steady, disciplined practices that lead to lasting wealth. In summary, The Richest Man in Babylon by George S. Clason is a classic that distills essential financial wisdom into simple, actionable lessons. Through its engaging parables, the book teaches the importance of saving, investing wisely, living below your means, seeking knowledge, and being patient in the pursuit of wealth. These principles, though ancient, are just as applicable in today's world, making this book a valuable resource for anyone seeking to improve their financial well-being. Thank you for tuning in to Book Summary 5, the 5-Minute Summary Channel. If you enjoyed this summary, please subscribe, like, and share it with your friends. Until next time, happy reading.